Hey, Rob. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and good afternoon, Coach Norvell and your lovely wife, Maria. We're so glad to have you and Mia here today. What a wonderful, wonderful day for Florida State University. Thank you all for joining us today. It's special to have all of you here. As you know, we're here to introduce our new head football coach. Yeah. And I want to be, from up Florida State's standpoint, the first to congratulate you, Coach, on winning the ACC championship and taking your team to the Cotton Bowl. How about that, guys? Yeah. Before I do so, I want to take a few moments to express my appreciation to David Coburn. David and I have been on a journey the last couple of weeks, a few journeys around the country. Places I had never been, and the press reported about places I will never go to. But that's all right. Everything turned out all right, but I appreciate David's involvement in the thorough search and his incredible attention to detail. When you have what we believe is still the best coaching job in America, the search is not really easy. I also want to thank my chairman of our Board of Trustees, Ed Burr, for his support, his counsel, and his incredible guidance during this period of time. I also want to thank Chairman of the Board of Seminole Boosters, Bob Davis, Andy Miller, Jimmy Graganella. I was never short on advice. I promise you that. Never short on advice. I want to thank, obviously, all of the Seminole boosters who are here. I know many of them are here, Coach. You'll get to know them as you get involved in this a little bit more. We have an exciting group of Seminole boosters. They're passionate. They care about this university. They care about the future of our football program. And I believe they will find very quickly that our football program is in excellent hands with Coach Norvell. We do. And I'd be remiss, and I know Coach Norvell feels this way because we've talked a lot about it. And by the way, he and I and David have spent over 4 hours together. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot of time in life, but when you're hiring a football coach, I promise you, it's a heck of a long time. And I watched him, I watched his passion, I watched his interest in this university and the young men who are here, obviously the young men who he's leaving behind in Memphis, but I also watched him do X's and O's. In DeVoe, I can actually call a couple plays now. I really can. I really can. Coach Norvell taught me that. Fantastic job of demonstrating his incredible ability to call offensive plays, and I think we saw it last night. In terms of the search itself, before I leave, though, I wanted to talk about Odell. Odell Haggins, and I love Odell Haggins. I know you all do too, but I love him. He's an incredible man. He's an extraordinary leader of young people, of our student athletes and the program itself. And he came forward for the second time when we needed him the most. And he performed with great ability and great pride for this university and great caring for the young men who were on our football team. So Odell, I know he's not here right now, but I hope all of you will join me in thanking him for everything he's done. In terms of the search itself, I think we saw an imaginative side of our media, particularly the social media over the past 3 weeks in terms of understated rumors. But I can assure you that the search itself was professionally done. And it has resulted in what I believe will be an incredible coach for Florida State University. And I want to thank, he's right there on the front row, Glenn Tsukiyama, who came to us from Chicago from an internationally known firm that works in this business. He opened doors. He arranged visits that before we would have probably never had the opportunity to do without him. It was a comprehensive search. We vetted a number of coaches from around the country. And Glenn, thank you for everything you did. I appreciate it so much. Please stand up. Let everybody see you.
stand up, Glenn.
That boy can eat too. I'll leave it at that. Believe it or not, he can eat. But I want to leave you before I introduce David. I want to leave you with one other thing though about that search. This gentleman right here, Coach Mike Norvell, was the only person that I offered the head coaching job for Florida State University to, and I couldn't be prouder that he accepted it. He matches our profile of an outstanding coach who shares our values at Florida State. He's earned a reputation for coaching players to not only be successful on the field, but certainly in the classroom as well as in the community. And I know he'll carry that over to Florida State. I'm excited for you to meet him. So at this time, I would call on our athletic director, my good friend of many, many years, and my constant companion during this search, David Coburn. David?
Thank you very much. I do want to start by thanking Jim Curry for his help in this search, and actually all the staff from the athletics department. A lot of people have worked a lot of hours these last 3 or 4 weeks, and I really appreciate all of them. Again, about Odell, the only thing bigger on Odell than his head is his heart. And he's given everything to us, and we really do appreciate Odell Hagens for everything. And Glenn, I'll say it again, thank you for your help. Your professionalism, the breadth of your contacts made all the difference in the world, and we couldn't have gotten it done without you, and we really do appreciate you, man, really. I have to tell you that this past month I've gotten an object lesson in just how important this job is to this community. I got a haircut last week. I went home. Mary didn't like it. She's fussing at me. I said, that's what happens when you won't tell the barber who the head coach is going to be. But we had a lot of interest in this job, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of interest. And Coach Norvell was one of the first people we interviewed, and he was the last one. And in between, we met with a lot of coaches. And after every day of interviews, the president and I would sit down and say, well, we kept coming back to the Norvell guy. From the very beginning, we really liked him, and that impacted us the whole way. Many of those coaches we talked to were impressive, but none of them were as impressive as this guy. I think when you see how driven he is, how intelligent he is, how passionate he is, you're going to be just as impressed as we are. He's as organized as anyone I've ever met. He's thoughtful. He cares deeply about his players, and education and behavior are important to him. He pays attention to detail. He is truly a coach of the future, and he is, in short, exactly what we need for this program at this time. I would like to welcome his wife, Maria, and his daughter, Mila, to the Seminole family. I hope you like the band, Mila. Welcome. Very glad to have you. And it's now my pleasure to introduce the next head football coach at Florida State University, Coach Mike Norvell.
What an incredible day. I stand before you, humbled and honored to be the head coach at Florida State University. This is a day that is, it's been a wild one. There's been so many emotions, so much excitement, and so many thanks that I must pay tribute to all those that have been a part of making this a reality. And I can tell you that this is an exciting day for Florida State football, the future, and what's to come. And I can tell you that this is going to be an incredible journey. And I am honored to join hand in hand, step by step, with all of the Florida State family in helping take one of the most iconic brands and iconic programs in college football and return it to where it's supposed to be. I've got to start by thanking God for the opportunity, for providing me with the the passion and the love for this great game. I've played football or coached football since I was 5 years old. It's really not what I do, it's who I am. And it's been a part of that as I've grown up from Pee Wee League football to coaching in a championship game yesterday. This game has been incredible for me. The good Lord has provided me with that passion and that energy to approach every day with a true heart of service. Being able to serve those that I get to coach every day with, and the young men that I get to coach and impact their lives on their journey to success. And today, I'm so grateful for the new platform. What an extraordinary place. Walking across that football field, there are no words. It was breathtaking. The hairs on my neck, hairs on my arm, they were all at full attention. But this is a special place, and this is a special time, and it is a special opportunity. So I thank God that He's put me here in this position to help impact all of the Florida State family. To my family, to all my loved ones, to everybody that's played a part in my growth and served and sacrificed for me to be where I'm at, I thank you. But especially to Maria and Mila. You mean so much to me. You've been with me step by step on this journey. There's been so much sacrifice for our family because of the job that I have and what it takes to be fully invested. To the impacts we've made on coaches, the impacts we've made on players, and the impact that you have made on me. I thank you for all that you do and for the love that we share and what we're going to do here together. Thank you. To President Thrasher, David Coburn, Chairman Burr, to the Board of Trustees, to Glenn, this has been an incredible experience. To make a choice to join this program, this organization, it was an easy one because of you, because of the leadership, because of the passion, the direction, and the support of everything that's been poured into this program over the years, but to the excitement about where we're going to go and where we are capable of going because of the great men that are leading this university. I thank you for choosing me. I thank you for the experience of getting to know more about the true heart and soul of this Florida State family. And I can promise you, I'm going to make you proud with what I do every single day. But thank you for the opportunity. To Memphis. What an incredible place. One of the hardest meetings I've ever had in my life was this morning when I talked to those players and I talked to those coaches. For the last 4 years, to be able to impact that program, those players, develop a staff, impact a community in every aspect. For all that I poured into that city, into that school, it poured just that much back into me. And if I was to ever leave, it had to be for the right fit, for the right place. I'm so grateful for the 4 years that I had there. But I know that this is the place and this is the time. So to the city of Memphis and to that program and all the players, thank you for what you did. Thank you for believing in me, to giving me my first opportunity, and for what we were able to accomplish in building that program and elevating that program to an all-time high. I thank you for your work, and I thank you for all that you meant to me. To my former coaches, David Reese coached me in Pee Wee League football. To Mike Barber, who coached me in high school. To Clint Conk, who coached me in college. To Gus Malzahn, who hired me as an offensive graduate assistant there at the University of Tulsa. To Todd Graham, who I spent 9 years with as an assistant coach and gave me an opportunity to be a coordinator and to really live out my dream as a Division I assistant. The impact that you guys have made on my life in helping build me and develop me and support me through all the decisions that have had to been made to my growth as a coach and as a person, I'm forever grateful for you, and you are the reason why I do what I do, so that I can hopefully one day have players that look at me the way that I look at you and respect you and the jobs that you did for me in my journey of growth. So thank you to those coaches. To all the past Seminoles, all the former players, to the lettermen, I thank you for what you've done. To the former coaches, the work that you put into this program to build an incredible foundation to one of the greatest football programs in the United States of America, I say thank you. We are going to do something special here because of the work that you've done. To the current players, first thing I did when I got off that plane, I'm sorry I did not rush to come see you. I went to go see them. I thank the coaches for bringing them here, and I thank those players for choosing to be Florida State Seminoles. And as I told them a few minutes ago, they chose to come here, and I chose to be with them. And they are now my players. They are now our future. And I'm so very excited about standing side by side with them as we take each step to getting back to where Florida State football deserves to be. And that is an incredible group of young men that have been collected, and we're excited about that group and what we're going to be able to accomplish with them. But to the former players, I understand the responsibility that I have. I understand the obligation. I understand who I represent. And I'm going to work each and every day to represent you in a first-class fashion. And we're going to do things the Nole way. And that is competing to be excellent in every aspect of what we do. And I've got a saying that I like to use, because how you do anything in this world is going to be how you do everything. So we're going to approach everything with a championship mindset, a championship approach, a championship with championship values of doing things the right way, because this program is going back to the top. We're going to take it one day at a time, step by step, but because of the foundations that has been laid, it gives us a great opportunity. So I thank all of the former players. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to thank all the high school coaches in the state of Florida. Thank you for what you mean to this state. This is the most talent-rich state in the United States of America when it comes to football players and to prospects. We've seen that over the years with all the former greats. As I walk through the facility, you see the pictures, the Heisman trophies, the national championships. That all started with our high school coaches here in the state of Florida, because of cultivating relationships, building young men that are passionate for success, right, each and every day. I'm so excited about the opportunity of getting to know you, of building relationships. Relationships take time. It takes a commitment. And I am absolutely fired up about being able to extend my arms and open our doors for every high school coach in the state of Florida to come be a part of getting this program back to where it deserves to be. And I thank you for the work that you do and look forward to seeing you here soon. But it is a new day for Florida State. It's a new opportunity. I can tell you that we're going to bring a new age approach to everything that we do with old school values and an old school philosophy. This is going to be a program that you have to work for everything. It's going to be a program that's built off true core family values of service, sacrifice, and respect. Because we have an iconic brand. We have a special opportunity. And it's going to take each and every one of us to be a part of that journey together to continue to elevate us to where we need to go. As we go and take this first step together, we understand that it is a special day. It is a special opportunity. And I could tell you that I'm going to give all that I have in every aspect, right, to pour into these players, to pour into this community, to pour into this unbelievable university, to make sure that we're building it the right way, step by step, brick by brick, and day by day. But I'm excited about the new age and the new day in Florida State football and what we're going to accomplish. There's a tradition of excellence here. There is a standard. That tradition is what brought me here. That expectation, an opportunity to compete at the highest level, to compete for championships. We understand the process. We understand the work that's going to go into it. But I can tell you, you chose the right man to come be a part and to lead this program, because we're going to work on that each and every day in all that we do. I can tell you that this is going to be a program that's built for playmakers. This is going to be a program that is going to showcase all of the skills and talents of those young men that I talked about. We're going to do it by challenging them in every aspect to be the best version of themselves each and every day. I can tell you that we're going to have a football team that's going to play with a certain focus, with a certain pride, understanding what we stand for and what we represent. Our Seminole football team is going to play smart. I believe that is one of the most important things that you must do as a football team and a football program. We're going to have a football team that's focused on discipline, on structure, on making sure that we can be innovative in our approach schematically, but also we have a football team that understands the importance of the knowledge that they have. Because most people talk about playing fast, and we're going to do that. But if you don't play smart, man, you can play fast going in the wrong direction and you're going backwards. We're going to have a team that understands that our knowledge will be our greatest talent. And then we're going to play fast because the confidence of who we are, what we do, how we train, and the unbelievable skill that we're going to recruit here to be able to showcase these great players and individuals. We're going to have a football team that plays physical. Toughness is going to be displayed every single day. Not only physically, but mentally. You're going to see toughness displayed in special teams. I believe that is the backbone of your program. People can talk about offense and defense, but if you want to see a team that has tremendous culture, tremendous passion, tremendous belief in each other, watch them on special teams. I was fortunate that you're coming from Memphis. I remember when I took the job there. It had been 20 years since there had been a kickoff return for a touchdown. I stood in front of that team, and the first thing I told them, I don't know what we're going to do on O, I don't know what we're going to do on D, but I guarantee you we're going to take a kick back to the house for a touchdown. 4 years later, we're the #1 team in the country with 11 kickoff returns for touchdowns because of buy-in, because of culture, because of toughness. Young men willing to give them themselves for the betterment of the team. That's what we're going to stand for. And then lastly, we're going to be a football team that's passionate to finish everything that we do. They always talk about, they remember what you do in November, right? We're going to finish games. We're going to finish plays. Our effort will be outdone by no one. We will play with tremendous passion, energy, and we will finish all that we do. We're going to be a football team that understands how to respond to adversity. We're also going to be a football team that understands how to respond to success, because success is coming. There are great days ahead, but we have to understand the little steps of what it takes to get there and then what it takes to stay there at an elite level. But that is how we're going to play. That is what we're going to do. And we're going to make you proud each step along the way, not only what we do on the field, but what we do off of it. And I can tell you, I could not be more honored to stand in front of you, to have this opportunity, to be a part of the Florida State football family. I'm going to work extremely hard every day, every single day to make you proud. And much like I just told those players, I'm not going to stand in front of you today asking for your trust. Just give me an opportunity to show you that I'm trustworthy. Give me an opportunity to show you with my actions what we're going to do, and more importantly, how we're going to do it. Thank you for the welcome. Thank you for the opportunity. And I'm excited about the future of this Seminole football team. Thank you, guys. I'll take any questions from anyone. Yes, sir.
We're going to start with Andy in the back. We do have a microphone, so make sure you get recognized for your question.
Andy Staples from The Athletic. Mike, these aren't the first folks who inquired about your availability while you were in Memphis. What was it about this job specifically that made you take the leap?
You know, whether it's recruiting, whether it's hiring coaches, making a choice on my future, it always comes down to two factors: fit and family. And I could tell you that going throughout this process, there's one thing that was certain: that Florida State was the right fit for me. It was the right fit in every aspect of the tradition that it's had, the passion of the fan base, the opportunity to be in the greatest state when it comes to football talent and coaching and all the things that we can do, to the unbelievable tradition and former players and support, right, with the team that I've had the chance to witness. And this was the right fit for me and my family. And then when you look at the opportunity to meet our leadership, you know, after getting a chance to meet President Thrasher, right, David Coburn, Chairman Burr, I knew that this program was destined to greatness. It just needed the right leader. And like I told them, I believe that this was the absolute perfect place for me, and it's why I chose to come and be a part of it.